Okay, everybody, this is Sarah Nilsen, our Vice President of Sales with Green Compass. She is absolutely incredible. She lives in Seattle. She has over 20 years of experience in the direct sales channel, and she wears so many hats over here at Green Compass. And I'm just so excited for you to hear, why she paired up with this company, what sets us apart, and why this can be a really smart business decision. So I am going to let Sarah take it away.
Thank you. I'm excited to get a chance to chat with you guys today. So thanks for popping on. Just super quick, like Emily mentioned, I'm Vice President of Sales. I've been with Green Compass for almost 3 years. December will be 3 years. And I've been in this industry for 20 now, which it hurts me to say that sometimes because I'm aging myself. But obviously a big fan of the industry, a student of the industry, and I've been able to enjoy success both in the field and then also on the corporate side. So being a part of Green Compass has been one of the best things that I've done, in the sense that I've been able to really partner with a company that has, everything laid out in front of us and has the best intentions and the most integrity. And we have a lot of fun too, which, is important. So I'm just going to talk to you guys a little bit tonight. If this is the first time that you're checking out Green Compass, or maybe you've been hearing rumblings about it and you're just taking a deeper look, or maybe you're already part of the family as a customer or as an advocate, I just want to share with you a little bit about what we have going on, who we are, and what we do. So first, I like to start with what really sets Green Compass apart, especially nowadays. You're seeing CBD and hemp-based products popping up all over the place, from your corner gas station to day spas to industries like ours. And there's a couple things that really set us apart in the industry. The first one is our vertical integration. And what that means is that we do everything from the seed when we put it in the dirt in our own Green Compass farms, all the way until you see the finished product sitting on your kitchen counter. So we control the entire process. And that's really important because, number one, we can maintain the quality, we make all the decisions, we can, pivot if there's something that, we need to. Also, we're poised to grow and scale. So we have huge farms in North Carolina with 6th generation farmers that are taking care of all the crops, making sure that we're providing the best hemp possible. And we are going to be able to get as big as we want to. We're not going to run out of space, and we're definitely not going to run out of hemp. And that's really important. Also, we are USDA certified organic. And the reason why that's important is because hemp is a scavenger plant. So that means that when you plant it, it's absorbing everything that's in the soil, everything that's in the water source, everything that's in the air. And being USDA certified organic means that for every single process, everything that ever touches that seed or touches the product that you're ingesting has to pass really stringent testing, right? For pesticides, for chemicals. The seeds have to pass it, the soil has to pass it, the water source, the extraction process, every single ingredient that goes into formulation, the formulating process, the manufacturing process, all of it has to pass some really strict codes. And most companies, quite honestly, just don't do it because it's time consuming, it's expensive, and it's really hard to pass all those tests. And that's something that we really pride ourselves on, so that you can trust us. You can trust that what's in the bottle is what we say it is. What's on the labels, what's actually in the bottle. In many states, hemp is still loosely regulated, if at all. And that means that, you could pick up a bottle that came from who knows where, has who knows what in it. And, the label may or may not actually match what's in the product. So we want our customers to trust us and value transparency as much as we do. So one of the extra steps that we take also is having a certificate of analysis. And what that means is that any product you get from us, you can simply, there's a QR code right on the bottom. You could read the QR code and it will pull up a scan, a full panel of all the testing that went on for that particular product. So we aren't cutting any corners. We're not hiding any truths. And really, it is our mission to make sure that we're putting out the best possible product into the marketplace. because we know that there's a direct correlation between efficacy and the process and the ingredients. And we want you to love it. We want you to get results and continue to be a green compass customer for life. So also innovation. Being vertically integrated allows us to expand our innovation. We have our own labs where we do the R&D, we do the testing, we do the formulating, we're researching on other cannabinoids in the plant, other products that we want to bring to market, all in-house. So we're able to make decisions quickly, we're able to manufacture and formulate without as much red tape as companies that might be dependent on white labeling or co-packing or sending things off to other labs for research. And we're also able to stay on the cutting edge of what's really happening in the industry. Not just what you're seeing on the shelves, but what we know about what's coming, what research is being done outside of the marketplace for the exciting things that are being exposed for as far as what that hemp plant can actually do and all the other beneficial cannabinoids found in the hemp plant. So, all right. So the next question is, okay, does CBD really work? Like, what is it? And the answer is yes. Our whole company is based on testimonials. And first of all, that would be a pretty sad marketing strategy if we didn't already know that it works, right? You can Google CBD and have a really hard time finding something that says anything other than how beneficial it is to the body. The short version is that all of your physiological processes can be affected by cannabinoids. Your body actually makes our own cannabinoids. Some of us are cannabinoid deficient. Some of us might have excess, but what they do is it helps to regulate all of those physiological processes. I would say for the most part, people tend to go to CBD for mood, moderate pain, sleep, and even immune support, and sometimes even energy. So all of the things that are going on in your body can be supported positively by the daily use of hemp or CBD products. Everybody that we know, everybody I know, everybody you know, is looking for a way to feel better, especially these days, and having one product that can affect people so differently for so many different aspects of what's going on in their body is really special without any of the negative side effects that sometimes come with medications or other alternative ways to try to support that health. I'm going to talk to you about just a couple of our top sellers. We have several different delivery methods, and delivery methods means the way that the CBD gets into your body. So there's three main ways that happens. First one is with a tincture, which is an oil-based CBD product. You put it under your tongue, you leave it there for 60 seconds or so and let the carrier oil, in our case it's MCT, absorb through the glands under your tongue and into the body. And people love that option. It's easy. You know, can take as little or as much as you want. It comes in several strengths and flavors. Another option is our topical. A topical means that it's absorbed through the skin. So we have, for example, our reduced pain cream, one of our best sellers. It's a great little topical if you're got a little bit of a neck ache or sore joints or muscles, or maybe you had a hard workout and you need just a little bit of extra something. You can rub that on as many times as you want anywhere on the body. I would avoid the eyes because it does have some menthol in there. We also have topicals in an oil form, roll-ons for different things. And then the last one is our newest delivery method. It's called nano emulsion, which means that it's water soluble. So if your body is mostly water, then it would stand to reason that having a water soluble product could be absorbed effectively in the body. So instead of taking a gummy, for example, that's not water soluble, then it kind of gets broken down in the stomach and you're not getting as much bioavailability or as much actual CBD into the system to kind of go out to your different, in your limbs or wherever it needs to go. So we have, actually it was first to market. It's a broad spectrum nano jelly, and they're USDA organic, of course, and you just pop a jelly You can pop one, you can pop, a couple, depending on what you need. And it's going to give you that fast delivery. It's going to give you great results, and it's super easy. The kids love it. You can take a half of one, cut it up for the kids, serve it to the whole family. We have a lemon flavor, and then we also just came out with one in elderberry, which is a functional flavor for immune support too. So a couple options there, and then also some great water soluble powders that you just mix up in your water bottle for energy or hydration. So lots of great things, a really diverse product profile. It's definitely something for everyone. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone with a spine. So that's the kids, that's mom and dad, and it's the grandparents, it's the pets. Everybody can benefit from the daily use of CBD. So let's talk a little bit about why you and why now. First of all, the industry is insane, growing like crazy. The number one category in the industry is wellness. Everybody's always looking for ways to feel better, right? Whether it's, supplements or weight loss or beauty or whatever, wellness. But the number one subcategory under wellness, you guys, is CBD. So here we have a company that's pioneering, that's vertically integrated, that's USDA certified organic, that's doing everything the right way, is compliant and all the things in the category that is the hottest right now. And it will continue to be for several years. So like that right there should perk your ears up. Like, okay, this sounds like it could be the sweet spot. And it definitely is. As a matter of fact, as of right now, 5% of all of the CBD that is sold in the United States comes from Green Compass. So in less than 3 years' time, we have grabbed 5% of a market share of a huge and booming industry. And that percentage is going to continue to grow as we grow. And then also as the FDA or the FTC comes down and looks at some of the other companies and might go, okay, I don't like what's going on over here, and requesting, some changes, or even quite honestly, some of them won't make it through being able to pivot on those changes as the regulations tighten. We don't know when that will be, but we're pretty certain that at some point there's going to be some more regulatory, codes happening, and we're already complying with at such a high level, and so we're not going to have to do all of that pivoting. People's relationship with their health and their finances has changed over the last year. Wouldn't you agree that, what we experienced in 2020 and at least the first half of 2021 was unprecedented for all of us. And we quickly found out how vulnerable our health can be, and also how vulnerable our income can be. There was definitely a bit of exposure there. Everybody, I'm sure, that's listening knows somebody that was furloughed, that lost their job, that their income was dramatically decreased due to the pandemic and everything going on. And so people are looking at that kind of stuff differently now. Now it's even more common to have multiple sources of income. It's more common to take your health more seriously and take some of that into your own hands, because we've seen what can happen if we don't. And so Green Compass is in that sweet spot. So not only is CBD industry hot, not only is Green Compass hot, but now in general, just the population who maybe wouldn't have considered something like this previously is looking at it going, okay, I'm not going to be caught in the situation that I was caught in the beginning of 2020 when like the carpet got ripped out from under me. Like, I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to diversify. I'm going to be educated, and I'm going to take control over some of these things in my life. And I think that that's definitely what's happening right now. Green Compass, as a matter of fact, is growing almost 90% over 2020. So there are other companies that are really struggling, or were struggling, during the past several months. You've all seen the pictures of the cargo ships out in the ocean, and the supply chain has been, completely crumbled in some industries by people not being able to get their goods and their supplies, and that drives prices up, right? Well, Green Compass being vertically integrated out of North Carolina, we don't have that problem, but we're also able to almost double our company during this time. So that tells you how important people's health is and how important, that extra income is for people. We have products that are proven to support mental and physical health to the masses. So some of the companies that maybe have commodities or things that people might consider luxury, have a more difficult time in times like this, because when the weather changes or when school's out or when it's Christmas time or whatever, people still need their CBD. People don't all of a sudden just sleep better, or nobody's in pain anymore, or everybody's in a great mood. Like, it's an evergreen product. It doesn't fluctuate with the seasons. It doesn't fluctuate with the economy. It's stable and evergreen. And that's really important to consider when you're considering a business opportunity. So we have great product in a great space. We're poised for growth and scale. We've got all of those boxes checked. And then we have just simple and duplicatable systems. Been in this industry for a while, as Emily mentioned, and one of the things that I think I heard the most over my career is, well, Sarah, I'm not a salesperson. You're a salesperson, I'm not a salesperson. And you know what? Quite honestly, when I hear that, it's almost like music to my ears, because we're not looking for salespeople. We're looking for people who can get excited about a product with a personal testimonial. Most of our customers and advocates are because they tried the product and liked the results, right? And then they're like, well, man, if I'm sleeping better or if I'm feeling better, then I can probably think of 10 friends that would also like to sleep better or feel better in some way, right? And so it's this word of mouth, like, it's working for me, I think it'll work for you too. And we have some simple systems that in place to teach people kind of how to guide that process. But this isn't rocket science. So you don't have to be a salesperson. You just have to have a will. You just have to have a little bit of a personal testimonial, borrow one from somebody, a belief. Like, if I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, this product has really made me feel better in this way, then I'm excited to tell my friends about it because I know that they'll benefit from it too. If my finances have been changed because I've been working with Green Compass and I know that my friend over here is struggling financially, then I'm excited to share this opportunity because I believe that it can help my friend as well. And that's really all we do, is we share the truth. We open our mouth when it's appropriate and let people know the good news about what's available to them, especially because so many people don't even know, don't even understand, because they've never had the opportunity to be around it or be a part of it. So it's real testimonials, it's real research. It's really hard to find something, like I said, that would say anything different about the benefits of CBD. It's real results. And you can't buy that marketing, you guys. You can't buy a real testimonial from somebody that that's just gushing about how much they appreciate the opportunity to have met you and be introduced to Green Compass, or had the opportunity to be introduced to the business opportunity and how it's affecting their family. So we like the product, we share our testimonial. Then when our friends start liking the product, we ask them to share their testimonial. And it's kind of this cycle of repeat, repeat, repeat. So it's super simple. We keep it very duplicatable because we know that most people aren't looking for another job. They might be looking for income. And there's a difference, right? So we try to keep it fun. We try to keep it simple. We try to keep it even. So people who have no sales experience, who don't have a ton of friends, who live in a small neighborhood, who've never sold anything before, can really plug into a simple system and be successful. And everything that we put out from the corporate standpoint has that benchmark in mind. Like, okay, can somebody come in here that's barely knows about CBD, that doesn't have any experience in the industry, doesn't know how to read a comp plan? Could they come in with these tools that we're laying out and have a fighting chance at being successful? And if the answer is yes, then we've done a great job of creating some kind of collateral tool, video, or whatever that people can share. But I want you to know is that everybody struggles with something. Everybody struggles with something. And if you have a viable option for somebody that you care about to be able to take something that doesn't have side effects and feel better, or engage in something that doesn't take a ton of time and skill and live better financially, like, are you going to offer it? Of course. And of course, they say yes or no, but you feel good about providing an alternative, whether or not they play pass or counter offer, right? Then we have unlimited support. Support from your team leaders, support from our presidential founders, support from the home office team. We're really looking for people to lock arms with and help you, navigate your business, whatever your goals are. So whether you want to just be a part of it because you're looking for some fun people to hang out with, some free travel, some, great discounts and inspiration, or you're looking for extra money to offset some financial burdens, or you're looking to replace a corporate income, whatever level you want to play at, everybody's welcome, everybody's appreciated, everybody is valued at whatever that looks like for you. And I think that's also special and unique to Green Compass. Like, we really mean that. Whether you just have one customer or you're just a customer yourself, or you're building a huge team, like, everybody's contribution matters, because for us, this is more of a movement. It's an opportunity to educate as many people as we can about the benefits of this plant, about the company and our transparency and our compliance, and be able to offer something that's helping the masses, and not just here. We're just in the United States now, but eventually we'll be international. And this whole movement of being even a small part of pioneering the industry in a way that other companies want to emulate is really special, and it's really important to us. And that brings me to our culture. The culture is something that we really fight daily to protect, in the sense that, we're one team. So whether you're in Virginia or California or Texas or Minnesota or anywhere in between, you're part of Green Compass when you become an advocate with us. We're there to support you. We're there to lock arms with you. We're there to recognize you. We're there to cheer you on. And we're there to be a positive light in your day, whatever that looks like for you, whether it's you're involved on a small scale or a big scale. We're just glad that you appreciate what we're doing and want to be a part of it with us. And all of that trickles down from the top. Our owners and founders, Meredith and Sterling, both from North Carolina, and really started this vision for, like, how can we get this product out to the masses, because it helped them personally, and really started that mission. And now, just less than 3 years later, we have almost 20,000 people marching on that same mission, and it's getting bigger every single day. So is it a rocket ship? Yeah. Is it taking off? Yeah. Is there still a seat for you? You bet. There's definitely time to grab on and get on this rocket ship with us. And we hope that you do. But if you don't, that's okay too. We'd love to have you as a customer. We'd love to have your referrals. We'd love to, have the opportunity to answer whatever questions you might have. But if this could be your moment, that moment where you have that choice, like, is this something I should be looking further into? Could I do this? Is this something that could help me financially? Is this something that could help me physically or mentally? If you go to bed tonight and you're still thinking about it or wondering about it, or some of your friends or family come to mind, that's when you know. That's when you know that it's time to act. It's time to ask the right questions. And so you feel comfortable making an educated decision either way. Our compensation plan is strong. Our training is strong. Our product's strong. Our company is stable and strong and growing. And we would love to have you guys on the journey with us, so that we all look back 2 years from now, 5 years from now, and are like, man, that was an amazing ride, and we're still just getting started. So I encourage you to talk to whoever showed you this video, or if you're watching live, talk to whoever, sent you this link and get those questions answered until you feel comfortable one way or another. And I do hope that you end up taking a hard look at Green Compass. I'll tell you guys that there are a lot of companies that have good products. There's a lot of companies that have a good comp plan. And there's even some companies that have some pretty stellar leadership. But in my 20 years in this industry, I have never seen a company that has all three in the way that Green Compass does. And if I were in the field, if I were, back building an organization, hands down, I would be rolling up my sleeves and taking advantage of this whole Green Compass opportunity, because this kind of stuff doesn't come around very often. It's not easy to do, and it's definitely not easy to duplicate. So we're really proud of it and hope that you would come along with us. We're going to stop the recording because I'm going to